Starts that conversation up. Clean up my IT person insisted that I think it's like pocket. It's not. He knows everything about you. And knowledge has what we're finished. You should remind and just not follow. From educational, it's a nonprofit, spiritual driven, educational, cultural center offering opportunities to nurture the mind, heal the body, and awaken the spirit. It is a safe place for the curious to develop spirituality through education, communication, shared experiences, and meditation, lectures, seminars, workshops, and publications. So do we have any announcements today? All right, I will announce that, let's see. Next week, we have Kathy Shaw, and she and Maddie, correct? And Kelly are going to be talking about dreams. And if you have any, we've all had dreams, so bring your dream ideas so that you can share and they can talk about some things. You can ask questions. Then on the Bible program that had been running this past fall, spring, is postponed until July 14th. 21st. So the 21st, we need to make a change in that. So, okay. And the Course in Miracles meets every Wednesday at 11:30 to 1:30. So if you've ever done a Course in Miracles or would like to do it, join Norm and for his course, 11:30 on Wednesday. The UAP group meets every third Wednesday, so that would be
That's today, but it's been canceled. Kathy's out of town.
okay. This says Wednesday.
It says like, oh my goodness, it's every third Sunday of the month.
Okay, we need to change that. Okay. And then the Healing Share meets the second Tuesday, which will be the upcoming one will be July 13th. Correct. Okay.
I did get that.
You're right. And the Dream Group meets every second and fourth Wednesday at 6:30. So that'll be the 24th. This Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. Okay. And then you can check the calendar, our calendar, as well as Light After Loss, which is the building that we are in right now. We our guests Light After Loss, and they have their own program schedule. So if you're interested in that, please go online and look that up. And it is lightafterlossstart.org. It says that.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna check that. All right, I'll start. I'm Nancy, and I've been coming to Merchant Heads over a long time. Suzanne, Lisa, Kelly,
Deb, Jenny, it's my first time.
Jenny. Okay, and Linda. Okay, nice.
JC.
Okay, and then we have Paul
And Cindy.
Okay, my first time to do.
One of the things that It's so nice to be back. And I just wanted to introduce my dear friend of over 50 years from high school who came to visit for Everest. How are you? Just got all through the mission statement. Good morning, everyone. Uh, I was asked to offer a summer solstice blessing, which I'm very happy to do. This is by Mary Davis. May the longest day of sunlight, filled with rays of hope, may the growing nights of moonlight bring rest upon your soul.
And then I will give you a couple little things since some of you are brand new. That let's see. We have, as we step into this sacred space, we become vulnerable to this place. Being part of a collective group means respecting others' opinions, although they may be different from ours. We do not judge, interrupt, or try to change minds. Remember, everyone's journey is very individual. We are all in the time of becoming. So we respect each other's opinions, don't interrupt when others are talking. Everyone has a right to be heard, and we anything confidential we do keep that confidential. So please silence your cell phones, and as we turn the meeting over to Paul DiFranco, and thank you very much, Paul.
Nancy, you beat me to it. I usually leave my phone here as a reminder to tell everybody to get on stun, as they say in Star Trek. Trek fan. So, prepare a few notes, just my memory isn't what it used to be. So good morning and welcome. I'm very, very grateful to be back here. I think it's been about 10 years. This place will always have a special place in my heart. It helped me get started. He gave me a platform when I was learning to teach yoga, or do different therapy. And I got to experiment on these little members here with different things. And that's what we're going to do there. Another experiment. So, great thing to be here, and I got to pick a summer solstice too. That's kind of cool. So I want to first of all thank Lisa for being persistent in inviting me back. She checked back 3 times, and I never had a topic that I really wanted to do anything for you. There's a story behind it. So thank you for your persistence. I'm glad you kept it up and you came just the right time. Some of you may know that I've been involved with chanting for a long time, primarily through Smiling Art. We used to perform at the Unity and Talmadge until I moved away up to the Colorado County area. And also involved in hypnotherapy for a long time and teaching meditation as well. So this morning, I'm going to be sharing with you, bringing that together for the first time for me anyway. So these 2 things have been very meaningful for me. And this morning, I'm going to invite you to do an experiment with me, another experiment in combining the 2. So a few months ago, the way this all started, it was a very dear friend of mine, Laura Lynn, one who speaks here once in a while, did something called a persecution healing on me. I didn't know I needed one actually. I've never heard of one actually. And what she did was bring back 3 past lives for me that I was not aware of. In spite of having done many past life regressions, having had them done to me. The first one was that of a monk, an Gregorian monk. And I'm trying to stop crying. this monk had such a beautiful voice that things happened. And people started attributing that to the devil and witchcraft and things like that. And they threw him in jail. And he didn't die in jail. Laura Lynn told me was eventually he was released, but he had a promise to sing again. He never got to sing again, despite having a very wonderful voice. So she kind of put this all together then and said, you know, what would really help you, you not only lost your voice then, but you lost God. And what they're telling me, she said, is use the chant, Door of My Heart, for 30 days, and it'll help you, bring the ties of the past. And then she gave me some affirmations to say as well. And then she said, you know, you're probably sharp enough in that therapy stuff. You can take these affirmations and make a little guided meditation for yourself. And use that, So I did. And while all that was coming together, guess who called for the third and final time? What always said the same thing. And I said, I do something. I got something I think I want to try out. I need to see how they like it. It's helped me. So that's the story of what brought me here, and it's all by happenstance and no luck. Maybe not. So I've done both, and what we're going to do this morning is do the chant, Door of My Heart. Has anybody heard of that one? You have?
That from an ashram that I had gone to the long.
There you go. It's a classic. It was brought to America 200 years ago by a fellow named Yogananda, who brought a lot of Eastern spiritual practices from India to us a century ago. And it's a form of prayer and meditation together, and it invites the divine presence back into your heart to be back. So we're going to do that for a while, about 10 minutes, and my friend Sam volunteered to, by the way, come and help me out this morning. She play guitar and singing. And I understand that AC made lyric sheets for the meeting. Do they have those now?
Yep.
That's okay. So we're going to do this good time style. Which is a call and response. So I'll be doing the call, and Cindy will be leading the response with you. Does that make sense? So I sing a line, and then you all sing a line, and vice versa. Okay. And then after the chant, we'll do that for about 10 minutes. I'll bring you into a guided meditation. Now, this thing is about 30 minutes when I practice it at home by myself. If you'd like, I know some people have brought their mats. There's extra mats and blankets back there. Now would be the time to get one if you want to get something cozy. You can sit up against the wall if you like. You can run. In this very room, when I did a past life group regression for people, I had a young lady tumble out of the chair. She got mad so far. So you gotta be comfortable when you do these because you don't want to have a thought in your mind like I could fall out of my chair. Or my head snap and I'll wake up. So if you want to do that, now would be the time to do that before we get started. And then after the guided meditation, I'm going to give you a little bit of contemplation time. I'll be posing a few questions to you while you're still in that trance zone. Okay. And then we'll come back and maybe do some sharing if you like at that point. So, all right. Questions, comments, concerns? If that's something you thought was going to happen tonight or this morning, you can still leave. All right, I'll make sure I'm still doing everything right. The plans, we're good. Oh, for those of you that have read this before, like Nancy. So this is originally in a pentatonic cloud note scale. It sounds very far eastern, Tokyo, far eastern. I took it out and I put it into a 7/0 scale that we're all more used to. And it rounds up harmonies. So feel free to harmonize if you hear a harmony, go for it.
Yeah, just express yourself. Use eyes, whatever you need to do.
Sounds good too.
And I'll be doing the response, and he'll be doing the call, so you'll be singing what I say.
So follow her. I guess I should say on the way down here, I kind of worked my voice because I didn't think about that.
By fire.
So, oh, on.
So.
I know that see me. Fly away, see me alone. I am falling, baby. Up to me, my table, fly away, see me alone. Fly away, lost me. Fly away, see me alone. See me alone. Fly away, fly away, see me alone. Follow my music. My Lord. Sit for a while. Let the sound fade. Letting the rest go to silence. Stay here for a moment and notice what's happening inside of you right now. Bring a shift, even just a little bit. Dancing has done its quiet work, opening something, softening something. There's no need to name it. There's no need to understand it. Just let it be healing. Let it carry you deeper into stillness. you'd like to move to a different position, to be on a mat or a cushion, you're welcome to do that. We're going to move right into the guided meditation. And when you're ready, just allow your eyes to close if you're not ready. You get to feel the weight of your body settling, releasing, resting. We'll begin from this place of openness and quiet. We'll begin our journey down here this moment. Take a moment now and allow your body to settle fully into the chair, into the floor beneath you. And feel the ground receiving you, holding you completely. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The earth is doing that for you right now. In this moment, let the floor take your full weight. Every ounce, every pound, every worry carried in that weight, every step, every road you've ever walked upon. Just let it all sink down softly, softly with the eyes, gently. The way a door quietly closes at the end of a long journey home. And take a breath, a full, easy breath in, drawing it in slowly, and releasing it even more slowly in. Feeling the chest and the belly rise and fall. Rise and fall with each breath in and out. Like the surface of a still, deep lake after the rains passed and the world has grown beautifully quiet. With each breath you take, you're becoming more relaxed, more open, more available to whatever wishes to come to you in this sacred space on this sacred day. And today is no ordinary day. Today is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. Even now, as you lie here with your eyes closed, the sun is at its peak, the very peak of its great arc across the sky. More light is falling on us today than at any other day of the year. It's pouring through every window, resting on every leaf, warming every road, filling every open space with its abundance. And you, lying here, are part of that. The same light that is flooding the world outside is available to the world inside you. On the day the sun opens most fully, we are here to do the same. So now let's begin by allowing your awareness to travel slowly through your body, starting at the top of your head. Just feel the muscles of your scalp softening the way the earth softens. Under the long summer light, begin to feel your forehead smoothing out, releasing every small tension, every furrow, every crease of concentration or concern, just melting away. Let that softening move down now through the eyes, through your cheeks, through your jaw. So many of us carry that weight of the road in our jaw. In those small clenched muscles that have been holding on without ever noticing, let them go. Let your teeth part slightly. Let your tongue rest soft in your mouth. And feel that beautiful release of simply letting go. Let the softening continue now through your throat, neck, and your shoulders. Feel your shoulders drop even a little, even a fraction of an inch closer to the earth. You've been carrying so much. You've walked so far. Let it rest now. That is enough. You are enough. And exhale. Exhale. And feeling your awareness now moving through your arms and your hands, all the way down to your fingertips. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your heart, your lungs, breathing easily, without any effort at all. Feel it in your belly, your hips, and the long, strong muscles of your legs, your calves, your feet. Those faithful feet that have carried you down so many roads to bring you here, to this moment, to this door. Your whole body now, heavy and warm, soft and open, resting completely in the arms of the earth, bathed in the light of the longest day. And now something is still happening, even as your body rests. Something is still moving inside you. It's the music, the melody of the chant. Its energy is still alive in you. It's still alive in you. You can feel it if you listen, not with your ears, but with something deeper. Feel it humming in your chest, lingering vibrations in the warmth of your throat, rippling through the way sunlight ripples on water. The memory remains long after the source has moved on. You know, music is the language that speaks through the emotions directly to the heart, bypassing all the ways we protect ourselves from feeling too much. When we sing together, something ancient in us wakes up, something that has no name, only sensation, only longing, only love. Let that melody carry you now. You don't have to do anything, just follow it. The way you might follow a road, trusting that it knows where it's going, even when you cannot see what lies around the bend. Let the emotion, the music stirred in you, whatever it was, wonder, tenderness, longing, peace. Allow that to be your guide. If you felt it when you were singing, some stirring, some opening, some egg of beauty, follow that feeling now. Go toward it gently, the way you might move toward a light in the distance on a long dark road, drawn forward, not by certainty, but by something deeper than certainty, by trust, by love. That feeling is a doorway. That emotion is the path. That music has already done the work of opening for you, and now we simply walk through. As we opened this morning together, your voice has been singing, "Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee." Let those words settle into you now, like seeds falling into a warm solstice soil, into the ground that is ready, that has been warmed by months of patient light, and is open and fertile and waiting. And as they settle, something else may be rising, a recognition, a remembering, because you know this road, you've been on this road, it's your soul's path. It's long and it winds. It does not go in a straight line, it never has. It is taking you through the wild, windy nights, through seasons of rain, through times when the way forward seemed completely washed away. There have been pools of tears along the road. There have been mornings when you stood in the gray light and cried for the day to come, wondering if it ever would. Many times you have been alone on this road. Many times you've tried and tried again in ways that no one else will ever fully know. The quiet attempts, the private prayers, the moments of reaching towards something you could not name, but could not stop reaching for. Night and day, I look for thee, and yet, here's the thing about a long and winding road. It never disappears, no matter how far you have wandered, no matter how lost you felt. The road was always there, leading you, guiding you, bringing you back again and again. The same destination, to this threshold, to this light, to this door. You've seen this road before, and every time, without fail, it has led you here. Imagine now that you're walking along that road, your own walk, the one that is uniquely, completely yours. And notice as you walk that something is different today. The road is bathed in golden solstice light, long, warm, and generous light. The kind of light that makes everything look the way it does in a memory you never want to lose. The wind is still, the rain is past, and up ahead, shining in the fullness of this longest day, you can see a door. And with every step that you take, you go a little deeper, a little quieter, a little more still inside. The world of noise and busyness is growing very, very, very distant. There's only this road, the light, and the door, growing closer and closer with every breath. The door stands simply in your inner landscape, as natural as a tree, as ancient as a stone, however it appears to you, it's perfect. It's yours. It has always, always only been yours. And you notice as you draw closer that the door is open. You've not been standing alone here. You've not been forgotten on the road. The door is open, a warm light, the light of the solstice light, like the solstice light from the highest and greatest source in the universe, is spilling through the gap, touching your face, touching your hands, and you feel it, not just on your skin, but inside you somewhere, a central you, a warmth, a recognition, as though something has been waiting a very long time. It's finally leaning forward. This light already knows your name. It's always known your name before you had one. Stand for a moment at this threshold. You don't have to rush. The divine is never in a hurry. All those years of seeking, all those winding miles were not wasted. Not a single step, not a single tear cried into the rain, not a single night of being alone with your longing, every bit of it was the road doing its sacred work, softening you, opening you, making you ready for this moment right here on the longest, most luminous day of the year. The great secret that this chant has always carried is that the very moment you sing, wilt thou come? The answer is already yes. It's always been yes. Will always be yes. Just as soon as the sun does not decide who deserves the light on the solstice. The love behind the door does not decide who deserves to enter. It simply shines for everyone without reservation, without condition. You were never really waiting, always already arriving. And now gently, when you're ready, step through the door, step into this divine light that waits for you there, the light that has been burning since you were born, just for this moment, just for you. Feel it receive you completely, without condition, without judgment, without a single question about the roads that you've taken, the detours, the wrong turns, the times you wandered far. None of that matters here. You are simply known and accepted and loved unconditionally and without judgment. Here you are simply seen, completely seen, and what is seen is loved. The boundary between yourself and this light may not feel as solid as you expected. You are not visiting, you're remembering. Some part of you that deepest part has never really left this place. It's been here the whole time, holding the door open, waiting for the rest of you to catch up. Notice what you feel as you stand in the light. Perhaps it's warmth, perhaps a deep cellular warmth like a summer sun is finally fully reaching. Perhaps in this peace, a peace so wide and generous it feels like the sky itself, vast, unhurried, endlessly blue. Perhaps you feel loved, simply, quietly, overwhelming, unconditionally loved. Not because you found the right mood, but because you were loved on every road. And on those wild and windy nights, even the long, dark silences. This is your heart, wide open and merging. The ones your friends named themselves after some 20 years ago. When they first felt it, sitting together in a room, hearts opening to one another. Something larger, something that does not have a name, and we have given 1,000 names to. And when they felt it, sitting together in a room, hearts opening to one another, they felt that. And that name has been in every song that's been sung in longing, on every road ever walked, every solstice fire ever lit against the dark has always been pointing toward. Spend some time now here in silence, in the light, inside the open door of your heart. Nothing you need to do, nothing you need to figure out, nothing you need to be, other than exactly who you are right now. The room has brought you here, the sun has brought you here. Your own faithful persistence, beautiful longing has brought you here. Your work for this moment is to simply arrive, to be here, to rest in the arrival, the experience of the spiritual connection. If thoughts come, let them come and let them go. The light moves across the floor. You are now home. Just stay here in the warmth, in the divine light, in the exquisite, spacious openness of this moment. And if you should feel emotion, let it come. Tears of joy, release, gratitude, the bittersweet beauty of the long journey finally, tenderly completed. All of this is welcome here. Every drop of rain fell on the road. Every pool of tears was water, and water always finds its way to the light. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. And know this, remember this, carry this as a gift you give to yourself. This place is yours, the door of your heart. heart is always here just below the surface. The solstice comes once a year, but this light, this inner light, is available to you every single day. You do not need a Sunday morning to find it. You do not need music or candles or a room full of open hearts. All of those things are beautiful and they help. The road always leads you back here. That is what roads do when they are on the right road. They may whine, they may surprise you, they may ask things of you, but they do not disappear, they do not mislead. Every road you've ever walked on has been part of this one road, the long and winding road that leads to your heart's door. So in the middle of a busy day, when the noise of the world presses in, you can close your eyes for just a moment, take a slow breath, and find yourself right back here at this threshold in this light. And the warmth will be exactly the way you remember it right now, because it never left. At night, when sleep won't come, when the mind wanders down old roads and old worries, you can come back here instead. Let this light be the last thing you rest on before you drift away. And in the morning, before the day has fully claimed you, in those first soft moments of waking, you can come right back here. Just for a breath, just for a heartbeat, just long enough to remember that the road today, no matter how long it winds, leads you here, always here. Night and day, day and night. This is your sanctuary. Not a place to visit, but a place you live more and more as you practice returning to it more and more. Every time you come back, the road feels a little bit more familiar. Every time you rest here, you carry a little bit more life back out into the world with you, until one day you realize the road and the door were never separate. You've been home for the whole time. Begin now, very gently, to bring something back with you. Not a thought, not a concept, but a feeling. The specific warmth of this divine light, the particular quality of this peace, the deep knowing of a traveler who has finally come home. Let it settle into your cells, into your bones, into the slow, steady rhythm of your breathing body lying here. Let your body remember this so it knows the way back home. The way your feet know the road home, even in the dark. You will carry this with you into the week, into the conversations, into the faces of every person you meet, who is also, in their own way, somewhere on their own long and winding road, searching, reaching, singing their own version of "Wilt Thou Come, Wilt Thou Come." And perhaps now you begin to recognize fellow travelers. Perhaps your open heart will be the light that they can see in the distance. On a day when their own road feels very long and very dark, reminding them the door is real, that they are not alone in the road, as they sometimes feel. Because this is what happens when hearts merge. When one door opens, it reminds another door that it can open too. This is the quiet, revolutionary work that happens in a room like this one on a Sunday morning on the longest day of the year when people gather. Not to be told what to believe, but to simply to find their own way back together. Slowly, very gently, begin to become aware of the body again. Feel the floor beneath you, the solid, real floor. Feel your fingers and invite that gentle move to come into them. A soft curl, perhaps, a slow uncurl, like a flower turning slowly toward the solstice star. Feel your toes, take a slightly deeper breath, feeling your lungs expand. Feel beauty of ordinary, beautiful, ordinary miracle of air moving in and out of your body. The body that carries your open heart down every road, every single day. If you'd like, begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes a little bit more now. Letting your awareness grow brighter and clearer, like the long solstice light coming up slowly, filling every corner, leaving nowhere untouched. You may roll your head from side to side if you like, if that feels good. Take another breath, deeper still. Let out a soft sigh, releasing anything that no longer needs to travel with you. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, allow your eyes to begin to open slowly and softly, letting the light gradually, like a door opening just a little bit at a time, welcoming you all back in. Just take your time and rub and wait. The sun of this longest day is in no hurry either. And as you return, bring with you this simple knowing that the door is open. It was open before you came here today. It will be open when you leave. It will be open on every road you ever walk on, in every weather, through every season, in all the nights and all the days to come. Night and day and night. Your long and winding road has always and only ever led you here, led you to the door. The light is always on, the door is always open, and you, beloved traveler, on this most luminous morning of the year, always, always, always already home. I'd like to give you a few questions for you for reflection. You don't have to answer this right now, just let them rest with you. How did the chanting feel in your body before you went into the meditation? Did anything surprise you while you were there? Did anything shift for you this morning? Did any images or feeling come during the meditation? Was there a moment that stood out? And the central question before we slip into some contemplation now, the central question. The heart of this experiment this morning. Did bringing the chanting and meditation together make a difference for you? Did the chanting help open you up, help you go deeper, help you focus your experience in any way? Or would it have felt the same without it? I'm going to ask you to just sit for a few moments with one of those questions. Just pick one and let the music hold you. It's so good. Going to make up like centuries for me.
What I like to say. That was beautiful. I truly enjoyed it. I had thoughts that came very bad. And one of them was when I was traveling in Arizona by myself. And I went off road to see a petroglyph that I never found. But what I did find was that it's okay to be lost in the wilderness. It's okay to be lost in the wilderness because I got to the place where there was no road. And I was simply traveling through opening woods, very narrow opening. And eventually it led me to a lake. And it was called Mormon Lake, actually. And it was like, wow, it's okay. It's where life led me, and I'm so glad for not only that experience, but for all the experiences in my life. And you brought that to mind. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. Anybody else have to share with the experience?
First of all, I want you to spend your own, I don't even have words. It was movement and energy and this flowing, beautiful guidance that was coming through for me. So I have been a healer on that path of healing because we have to heal ourselves. We even step into that healing energy. And I just love Virgin Hearts and everybody here and everybody who's ever been part of Virgin Hearts in all of its various locations and places and events. And I recently went through the second round of breast cancer. Well, I started feeling weird April 1st of 2025, and I knew something was up. It took a while, but I got diagnosed. And I have finished the chemotherapy and the immunotherapy. It's like, yes. Because the breast cancer, they can't seem to locate it anymore. But the doctors want to do more and more and more and more stuff, which is just solidified so much that if it took all of I was a twin, I made it. If it's taken all this life to go through all these things, that there have been many, but to be born into this precious family that I was born into that gave me the run of my life, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful, and I am so full of, I have an open heart. Yeah. You felt like I had to go through all healing of that. My stage one was being born into some stuff that was hard. And then the healing of all of that started in 93. And then 2025, it appeared again. The healing of the heart. Trust is the heart energy. else can there be? But it was like I was digging with a shovel in this part of the meditation. I was digging and digging and digging and digging to get like way down inside my heart, way down. And all of the healing, after the chemo, and immunotherapy, and my joints, and just all the side effects. And I just said, what's happening this? For step two, but I didn't know what was afterwards. So this bumpy road, cancer. And there was that body, mind, and spirit that everything that is experienced in that well, it affects the physical. It's not a separation, it's a togetherness. And I did. And Cindy, thank you. I don't share it because this taught me places I don't know that I have ever experienced before. And truly, this is what is good. As somebody who has to answer massage, and all these different variations of work, but you all have been as next door by myself, and I didn't have to. You all helped me do that today, and then I felt strong on my two feet to keep going. I'm glad you're doing better, and that's one of the best things to remember about working hard is that you don't have to be alone. You don't have to do everything alone. The reason I came to working hard was part of in my mind, knowing when I had stage 3 breast cancer 8 years ago, that I needed to be around other women, and it was a healing group, and I wanted to just talk, and I didn't like the talk group in the hospital because it had to. I just wanted to be in that specific group for extra support, Yes. But of course, your body, mind, spirit always works together. Western medicine, doesn't understand that. So I did everything too. I did acupuncture, I did Reiki, I did. So no, I don't think I could have gotten through it all. Not with just medicine, but more fun. Yeah. So that's one of the best things. And the meditations helps with the anxiety. Because the old Anne used to drink wine when she got home from work, but she was stressed out, and I couldn't do that anymore. Because I was eating vegetables without sugar, giving up a lot of things. I was even afraid to drink coffee. So you have a lot of fear of that people don't get. It's like, am I going to die? Should I give up? Should I just keep going? What should I do?
who understands me. So you have to understand yourself and you have to find, but you can't.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're sorry to hear that it came back. It is a hard thing to go through. And I have that in the back of my mind every single day. It never goes away. Don't put too much sugar in your coffee, but eventually I did. You know? And I'm still here, and I know a lot of it came from a meditation where I actually just felt the words grace, faith, and heal.
Yeah.
And I kept repeating grace, faith, heal, grace, faith, heal. So you have to have faith.
Yeah.
You and having other the grace to carry yourself through it.
Yes. We don't have to be alone.
Yeah. Well, y'all do your but it's not as good. You need support. And I try to do everything alone. Yeah.
To be able to have both
Yeah.
in a really healthy, free, strong, abundant way.
But just having elements meditation really helps a lot because in the busy world, we have time to just
Yes.
do that, even though I said I, you know. So every once in a while, it's good to remember that you're not other student.
Definitely do. Got one out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I too would like to say something, and that is that what you just did, what really successful and remarkable guided meditation, and you're able to do that entirely with sensitivity because you got yourself out of the way. It's hard to do that. I mean, this one was personal. It's hard to do that. Well, it's obvious that you wrote that out ahead of time, and it was perfectly timed and guided people in, but you were soft enough, clear enough to be heard, but soft enough to allow everyone to sink down to their deepest level. This room's full of people who meditated for decades, some 50 years of meditation. And it clearly was possible because you guided, but it was soft enough that we literally could at times go beyond your voice and not hear you at all. How many of you did that? Where you had gaps? And those gaps are when we go beyond or transcend our own mind into the silence of our higher self. And that happened several times during that meditation. And we could come back and pick up on what's being said, and between the emotional part of it and the devotional part of it, in 50 years, that was the nicest, best guided meditation you have ever said. Yes. So thank you. Thank you. You know, it's a lot easier when I use things for other people. It's like, oh, this one was my problem, so it's hard to separate from it. Thank you.
I think one of the things that I've learned through as you took us through and the hard times and going into life is the trust that, I have learned to know in my heart that all I need to do is trust. And the universe or the divine will lead me where I'm meant to be and experience what I'm meant to experience. And sometimes that's with my resistance. When I find I resist, the lessons can be harder. Exactly. Yeah. So for me, it's wonderful to know that there is that ability to trust, and it's all worth it. Every bit of it. Anyone else have anything to say?
You made my day to see you walk through. Thank you.
That is very nice thing with my
First, I guess, the evening.
It's wonderful.
That's quite fun. That is the long one.
We were two commercial arts students in Tinley High Stand together. In 1976 and 77, but we were in the same class. We've been friends forever.
Are we ready to wind?
Yes.
Okay, just a few closing thoughts for you.
Yes.
So at the beginning of our time together this morning, I asked you if you would do this experiment with me. Be my guinea pig. Or your openness and your willingness to go on this journey together is what made it work. And you've given me a tremendous gift. Thanks again to Lisa for your persistence, and your uncanny timing of the good.
Right, I certainly hope that she'll come back to this as a person.
I don't know. I don't know. We're not gonna wait 10 years to do that. So, and my great thanks to my great friend Laura Land and her persecution healing gift. She was the inspiration for all of this. And there were two other guests last showing us. They got two more meditations to go.
Yes.
That she brought me. So this morning was a first for me, obviously. Let's filed something on you. Thank you. Combining these two things that I really love doing. Your feedback means a lot to me, and it'll help me decide where what needs to go. So, sorry. Yes. So, from the bottom of my emerging heart, Andrew, happy solstice, and the light you that touched this morning here stay with you, not just today, that you carry on every road you ever walk on from here on forward. Carry the light.
Thank you. Thank you so much.